Think about Nixon. We all remember Nixon. Well, some of us remember Nixon.
Some of us remember. You and I do.
I played Nixon in school during the school debates when we were young. I was the only one. Everyone else wanted to play the Democrat, and I volunteered to be Nixon in the mock debate that we had in school.
Nixon, some other kid played Humphrey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some other kid, the rest of the class played Humphrey.
So you've been swimming against the stream a long time, Stephen.
Well,
all right.
I was young then. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm older now. I still don't know what I'm doing. And so what happened with Nixon? He promised to end the Vietnam War. He wanted out. It was tearing the country apart. It was clearly not going well. He wanted out. He gets elected. He comes into office. Turns out the North Vietnamese don't want to negotiate with him. He's promising to get out, and the other side says, screw you, literally. So what does Nixon do? He decides to bomb the smithereens out of the North Vietnamese and the adjacent countries.
He mines Haiphong Harbor?
Because he's escalating to de-escalate. So Trump now is confronted with either a Joe Biden-esque, middle-of-the-night fleeing from Ukraine and bearing the burden of that loss on his presidency on American prestige, or a kind of Nixon-esque, well, if the other side won't talk and do what we want, we'll have to escalate to de-escalate. So that's a really big dilemma for Trump. So when he promises to end the war in 24 hours, what's he really talking about? When he says now it's 100 days, his announced special representative, Keith Kellogg, retired military officer, has now elongated that to 100 days, and now they're elongating it to 6 months. They may elongate it to 4 years of his presidency before too long. And it's because, as in the case of the North Vietnamese, it's not clear that President Putin wants to deliver some type of victory to incoming President Trump. Why would he do that? There's insufficient pressure on Putin to force a deal.
Okay, so here's where one of the many places you are expert, and that is the workings of the Russian government. I don't understand how a president of any country, I know it's not really a democracy, but still he has to have the support of a lot of people to continue to operate that chain of command, to continue to supply his generals at the front with fresh soldiers, even holding a fifth of the country, even in a stalemate. He's losing a lot of people every week. His Navy's been humiliated. I don't understand why there isn't pressure on him, why he doesn't feel pressure. He's got to wrap this up, or what? He's not going to lose an election. Will his generals turn on him? I guess the man who did try to turn on him, Prigozhin, ends up with an unfortunate airplane accident.
Somehow that plane blew up.